can't be a chooser. First of all, I want to say, before being a beggar, the person is a human, and a human has always a free will to choose anything. And a beggar is definitely a chooser. If he won't choose, then he won't choose begging. And like, a human has this ambit to choose anything. And if we go to the subject matter that a beggar can't be a chooser, uh, like, when a person is begging, he or she is getting some amount of money, and he or she has that will to how that he or she will spend that money, whether he will save it, whether he will spend it on food. And if we go on, like, how the person wants, which food he or she wants, there is always a perspective of choosing. Being a person, I think a beggar chooses.
Okay, so you tell that a beggar can be a chooser, can be okay. He can choose everything what he wants.
No,
So
whatever he wants, I didn't state.
you're talking about spending the money, right? But somehow a person is giving her or him money, but can he or she decline that instead of anything?
No, never. I think so. It's also a choice, right? That
No,
he.
no, no. You told that he cannot decline it. Means he's not choosing that, right? He's taking the money. Suppose there is a beggar and the person goes.
Yeah, I got you. Like you
Okay.
said, declining is a choice, but taking the money is also a choice. He or she is taking
No, no.
the.
He or she can tell that no, I will not take the money. Instead of that, I will take any another things, foods or.
I don't think so. There is any beggar in this world will not take money. Whether they demands money if you offer them food.
Okay. So you're telling that. Good.
Is a beggar by choice
Yes,
or by circumstances?
sir. I think the circumstance make a person choose. Not only a beggar or every human, but especially for the beggar. Yes, for the circumstance they choose to beg. That's why a beggar not.
Do they choose to beg, or there is a sense of compulsion? They are compelled to beg when there is no alternative.
Sir, I have seen. Sir, to be honest, I have seen two types of beggar. Like, some people is a kind of beggar. They're really beggar because of circumstance, and some beggar because they're of uh, they're being drunk. Like, they demand money to drink, or all for all this. These are.
They're not beggars.
No, they
We
are
are
not
talking about
absolute beggars.
We are talking about beggars. This proverb talks about the beggars,
The real
not
beggars.
the fake ones. Okay, the original beggars, the real beggars. So, if a real beggar wants to choose, the beggar is going to get nothing. Zilch. Say on a wintry night when the temperature is around 7 degrees Celsius or 8 degrees Celsius, you have no warm clothes to put on, you are shivering in cold. At the time, you need some warm clothes. You are simply a beggar for clothes. At the time, if anybody offers you a sweater, you cannot say that, no, I'm not going to choose that sweater, I'm going to choose a coat. You have to accept that because you know very well that you have to protect yourself against that severe biting cold.
Sir, as declining for that, like, if I decline for the
You are going to
sweater.
finish today.
No, sir. If I don't choose that, that is also the choice. That's also my choice, that I'm not choosing it. I'm demanding something else. That's also a choice, I think.
No, no, no. I'm not saying that you are demanding something else. You cannot demand something else.
You're a beggar.
Because you have to accept that. Nolens volens. Okay, whether you like it or you lump it, you have to accept whatever is being offered to you in order to protect yourself against that severe cold. You know very well that if you do not accept that sweater from that particular gentleman, you are going to freeze to death. And I don't think that death is a very nice and sensible option.
No, actually not. But if someone offers a sweater, then a true beggar will definitely take it.
That is the proverb. That is what the proverb says. You are talking about some fake beggars, those who are not beggars. There are some people
Sir,
who pretend to be
I
happy.
want to say that if the beggar won't declines, if the beggar is taking the sweater, that's also a choice of the beggar that
So there is no
yes,
other option. When
yes.
there is no other option, then there is the question of choice. When there is only one option, this is a Hobson's choice. You have to, of course, accept that because that's the Hobson's choice. There's no other option available. At the time, what are we going to do?
So I think a true
You cannot use your nose at the time. You cannot use your loaf at that time because you know very well that that's not the time for you to go into deep deliberation. You have to simply stretch your hands out and accept whatever is being offered to you. So you are a true, real beggar.
uh, s- a beggar doesn't have a choice, but at first if he won't choose begging, he would do something else.
That's a problem. When we choose, when we have two things available, we can choose. But when there is only one particular thing, do we say that choose? Suppose one particular item of food is prepared and that is given to you. Will your mother ask you, choose whichever you want to take? You will say, how funny. There is only one option. There is only one available curry. And you are saying that I will choose? How funny. Be logical and speak.
So I'm
When there are two options, you can choose. When there is only one option, there is no other choice.
So I'm trying to say before begging, there are a number of options to a person. He can
What
go,
are those? What are those?
he can do something like jobs and all this. But if he is choosing to beg, being a beggar, he can't be a chooser. But before being a beggar, as a human,
Do
they
you
definitely
think a beggar enjoys begging?
no.
Does he get any job satisfaction? You are saying that's a job, that's a profession, and you are choosing that profession of begging. So at the time, you will not have any job satisfaction if you cannot enjoy begging. Do you think that these beggars who are moving from door to door
So,
in the morning are very interested in their task?
Sir, beg, begging doesn't mean like they have to roam around. They can.
No,
I
even if
have
they sit somewhere, even if
yes.
they sit somewhere and stretching their hands out in order to get something, do you think that's an enjoyable thing? What about the
No,
self-respect? Do you
self.
think that the beggars have no self-respect? That's why they are doing it.
Sir,
They are bound to.
sir, every if they are a perfect human, they have two hands, two legs, but they could work, but they don't. They choose begging only because they are lazy.
It's all right. Whatever you are saying is logical. But in fact, what we happen to see, that is possible. That's probable, but not possible. Because you have a son, you have a child, and it is your utmost duty, it is your prime duty to provide your child with food. Now you have nothing to do. You have no work, you have no money at the time. What will you do in order to discharge your motherly duties? You have to, of course, beg. And then there is no other option. You are saying that you are choosing that option. There are no two options, only one. One way open. And then you have to get into that particular lane.
Sir, there are many people who face this kind of situation. I don't think so. Everyone begs because if not one, then the other person do have self-respect. So everyone will not
What do they
beg.
do?
They will do something like they do
Something
will
is to
work.
beg.
They will try to earn. They will not beg.
Do you think jobs are plentifully available?
Sir, I think yes.
Plentifully available.
If anyone search for it with a
You know how many beggars are there in America? America is a first world country. There are a lot of people who are homeless. And they keep sitting by the roadside with a placard, homeless. Why? They want some sort of assistance from the common people. So you are talking, you are standing in India and you are saying that yes, jobs are plentifully available in India. That's why I cited the example of America, where there are many people who are jobless, who are even homeless. They don't have the minimum shelter to put their head in. So at that time, do you think that this is just an option to them? This is a choice. They are choosing to beg.
no.
Then how funny.
Sir,
Bolster up what you are saying with cogent points. Bolster up.
sir, in America, there, but everyone is not too rich, and but whoever is not rich, like in belongs to middle class, everyone is not begging, but the beggars.
No, no, I'm not talking about middle class people. I'm talking about no class at all. I'm talking about the common people. If you are privileged, you get a job, you have a decent income, and you can of course enjoy your life. But if your fate does not favor you at that particular time, you find your back against the wall, and you know very well that you have no way to go to. What you do at the time, you know very well there is only one way open to you, and that is begging. You start begging, and that is the Hobson's choice.
But being
Well,
a
there is
beggar,
one way
when
open.
they get if they get a very small amount money, they still choose that what they will do with that
You
money.
don't be a beggar. You become a beggar. Being a beggar has a different connotation. Being a beggar means it's a choice. I'm willing to be, or he is willing to be a beggar. But he becomes a beggar. On a certain morning,
Sir,
he finds himself begging because there is a wolf tearing at his entrails in the stomach. He wants to keep the pot boiling, and in order to keep the pot boiling, he has to, of course, go panhandling.
but still, if like if the beggar really want to do something, like he don't
What is
have
that
to.
something that I want to hear from you? Clarify that something. Something very easy to say, but you have to, of course, put us in the picture. You have to
Sir,
say, by something, I mean this.
sir, especially I've seen this in West Bengal. People, those who don't even have money or shelter, they do they do as the job of homemakers. Still, they're earning money.
You mean maid servant?
Yes,
Maid servant, you're talking about the woman. What about
yes.
men?
There are many there are many.
How many male servants you find in the middle
Sir,
class families?
if you go in bars and
What
restaurants, you'll
about the
definitely.
old people? Old man, old woman. An old woman is physically so much decrepit that it is not possible for that old woman to go to somebody's house and wash the dishes. Okay? At the time, what will that old woman do? Or you feel that the old woman has no right to survive?
No, exactly not. There are many old women, like they used to sell vegetables even to earn their livelihood. That doesn't mean they are begging, but they are
It takes
not
a lot of
begging.
doing. It takes a lot of doing. You don't have a lot of land where you can grow vegetables. You have to go to the wholesale market. You have to buy from there. It takes a lot of doing.
Sir, there, as I stated earlier, there are options before begging. Before starting to beg, there are options, like
Such as
some
homeless
people.
refugees, homeless refugees. From a particular country, you have migrated into another country, okay, as a refugee. At the time, do you think that you have many options open to you? You don't know nobody there. It's a new country. It's a new place where you are not educated properly. You are not physically very strong. At the time, what is the other option? What is that particular option apart from begging? That is what I want to know from you. Because you see, the proverbs are all time tested. All these proverbs have withstood the acid test of time.
Sir, when a person is like weak from everything, but still who do have that self-respect would never beg. They will try to earn, or they will try to earn. They will definitely try to earn. Like whatever be the circumstances, like they are physically weak, everything, but they will try. But a true
Do you know the
person.
phrase victim of circumstances?
Yes.
Talk about a victim of circumstances. Circumstances, you just in living in a particular house, in a cottage, and suddenly there is on a certain day you see there is a huge flood, and the flood washes away all your belongings, and your house also, your cottage collapses. At the time you have no source of income and you cannot live in particularly that area. You have to migrate from that area to a different area. How is it possible for you to find yourself in your element when you migrate to a new place? Think very positively and think sensibly to that.
Sir, that's what I am trying to say, that every person will not beg, because not only one.
I'm not saying that every person will pay. Not every person's house is washed away by a flood. Okay, I'm talking about the flood-stricken people. You've not seen the misery of human life.
Sir, I think at that situation, they are privileged with some
No.
belongings at belongings.
No.
Yeah, yeah,
Government
definitely.
allowances.
Yes,
Is that not begging?
sir. I think we are
Government
paying.
is giving you alms.
We
In
are
the
paying
in the
taxes and
name
all
of
this for.
allowance. In the name of allowance, government is giving you some alms. You are simply a beggar. You are doing nothing.
Then, sir, those who are studying in government school, they are studying
I'm not
without.
talking about
They
the
are in
students.
beggars.
I'm not talking about the students. I'm
Sir,
talking about the common people.
yes.
You are talking about a particular section. Students. I'm not talking about any particular section. I'm
No,
talking
sir.
about common people.
I'm trying to say that those who don't have the
Are
money.
you in favor of government allowances?
Yes, for the needy people, definitely for the needy people. I'm trying to say that the.
Needy people.
Yes, I'm trying to
Now,
say.
needy people, what they are doing, they are getting some alms from the government. Without doing something, whenever you get something, you get a certain amount of money. That is begging. Without doing something, you are not using your intelligence, you are not using your physical labor, you are doing
But
nothing at all. You are sitting
I
at home.
think
and someone is
whatever
giving you some money.
whatever the government gives, it's not fulfilling you entirely. Still, you have
No,
to
no,
do
but still,
earn.
that is a particular amount of alms. You cannot deny that. I am doing nothing. I'm not using my brain. I'm not using my limbs. I'm not using my physical labor. But somebody is giving me every month a certain amount.
Sir, the but begging, but as you said that begging needs some physical efforts, like begging door to door. I
No,
think.
no, you have just said, you have clarified that. You're sitting by the roadside. You used to go to Howrah or
Yes, but
there you will find a lot of beggars sitting by the roadside. And
yes,
they
but the people, those who are getting help from the government, they aren't only depending on the government. They are still
for a certain
earning
amount they're depending.
for, yes, for a certain amount. But the beggar doesn't depend.
That is an amount of alms.
But the beggar doesn't depends for certain amount.
Certain
Dem-
amount, obviously.
they de-
A beggar can say that I will earn this month 5,000 rupees. Can a beggar say?
no.
At the end of the month, he finds that he has earned only 1,000 rupees. So he cannot say, he cannot, of course, demand that this month or next month I'm going to earn 10,000 rupees per month. He cannot say that because he depends on alms. That's why I'm asking you this question. That when the government gives a certain allowance to you, you are doing nothing. But without doing anything, you are getting a certain amount from any source. That is an amount of alms. It's a choice. You cannot choose. No, I'm not going to accept from the government 1,000. I'm going to accept from the government 2,000. You cannot say that. Even you cannot reduce that amount. How funny. You cannot say that 1,000 I will not take, I will take 500. But 1,000 will be credited to your account at the end of the month.
But
So you are not chooser.
if the people, those who are taking this government help, they're absolutely not beggar, because a beggar can't have a bank account or demand
Are you
for.
allergic to the word beggar?
No.
That's why you are saying that they are taking money. Yes,
But
they are
they
taking
are
alms. You are accepting. You are agreeing with me that yes, that's an amount of alms. But you are saying I don't want to call them beggars. So you are allergic to the use of that word beggar.
No, sir, I am not allergic, but I am trying to say that begging is itself a choice. And if a person is choosing to beg, then how can a beggar.
There is no choice. What is choice there? That is what we have explained. That is what we have discussed so long. There is only one option open, and there is no choice possible. When do you choose something? When there are two things. Two books are here, I call you that, yeah, come here and see two dictionaries are here. You choose one. You can. But there is only one dictionary. You come here. So I tell the choose.
Sir,
I shall
but
tell take.
I tried to explain something different. I'm trying to say a person choose begging. Before choosing to beg, there are plenty of option to a person.
That's right. I'm also contenting. I content.
Yes, you just said it. If a person have nothing, if a person have nothing, then a
That's why I
person
use the
goes to.
phrase, victim of circumstances. In one person's childhood, the person does not think that he will be a beggar in the future. If anybody asks you what do you want to be, you say, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a professor, I want to be a pilot, different things. I want to be a businesswoman. But do you say that I want to be a beggar?
Never.
No. So there's no choice. You are not choosing that. But in the future, you find yourself in that particular situation. So have you chosen that? Have you selected that?
Sir,
You have
a
become.
person
That's why I have
being
become.
bankrupted doesn't mean beggar. A person who is being bankrupted, I think,
Bankrupt.
yes, he can't be
To
beggar.
become a bankrupt, you have to beg.
Yes.
There's only one option open.
Sir, I am trying to say that, but a person who is completely bankrupted, he is going to beg. That's a
How
choice.
many people have the bank balance, bank account?
That's what I said.
Do you
The
think that
beggars.
footpath pavement dwellers have bank accounts?
Sir, that's what I said. The people, those who are taking government help, they are not absolute beggars, because how many beggars do have bank accounts?
Give her an anti-allergic injection. I think she's allergic to the word beggar. She's saying, yes, that's an amount of arms. But I will not call them beggars. So I think that Puja will become a compounder and push an injection into your body, anti-allergic injection. So then you will not be allergic to the word beggar. Sit down. Thank you very much.
Thank you.